Hello
Hello, everybody. Jamie and Marcus here.
to the, I don't know what restaurant podcast,
Entrepreneur, couple, restaurant,
marriage. I don't know.
It's
I was looking up.
everything.
I was looking up names of other cool
Oh,
shows.
you were?
Yeah. So some of the top shows, and I don't know. We're getting ideas.
We are.
Getting closer.
Absolutely.
All right. So I
Today.
think it's your turn to ask me a question today, right?
Absolutely. So my question for you is, what do you think, we've been in business for 20 years. What do you think is the best marketing idea that we've ever come up with or that we've ever had
Best marketing idea
or that we've ever used?
Okay.
I know we do so much in marketing, but what do you think is the best one that we've ever done? Maybe the best that's brought in the most money,
Best
or
marketing tactic, event. What
event.
do we event?
Let's do event.
Event. Okay. All right. So we've done so many great events, from 99 bottles of wine, which is an amazing event, which I have to plan for this year's. We've done our top 50.
Yes.
I like our top 50.
Yeah. Why do you like the top 50?
I like the top 50. All right. So top 50.
What is top 50, first of all?
Okay.
Let's start there. What is top 50? Because you can have top 50 of anything. So what
top
is top 50?
We invite our top 50 guests in.
Okay.
Our top 50 spenders.
Okay.
Into the restaurant for a free afternoon of food.
Okay. How do you get that list?
How do we know the list? Your POS system has these people in a database. You have these people in your your loyalty program. There's a way for you to figure out what your guests are spending and who's spending it, and you have their information. If you don't have that type of information, you've got to start with the basics of marketing, building a list, tracking your sales for the guests, things like that. So that's super important to do stuff like that. So you track your spenders and you say, okay, in the year 2022, these 50 people spent the most. In the previous 5 years, these people spent the most.
Right.
And then you can double that. So you can say, okay, here are my top 100 spenders.
People, right.
100 spenders, top 100 spenders in the last 5 years, top 100 spenders this year.
What is the goal of the top 50 party?
It is to make a big party to show your appreciation for the people that have dined with you the most and given you the most money.
Excellent.
That's the goal.
Right.
Not many restaurants I know do this at all, which is why I love this. I absolutely love this. So now, what you do is you invite these people in, free food. They buy alcohol when they come in, but we give free food. We put up a buffet, and you and I go to every table and sit down and talk to them. Say, how you doing? This and that. That's our day that we're there to just show our appreciation. Food's on us. You don't have to drink if you don't want to. If you want to buy a bottle of wine, buy a bottle of wine, whatever. And we try new things. We do things that are new on the menu or old things. We bring things back for them, or we just do stuff like totally random based upon, maybe having something in the inventory that, like, hey, we need to really smoke these pork loins. Let's smoke some pork loins and put some smoked pork loin on, or let's braise this and that. Maybe let's put a couple things together on a list and put a menu up. So
all right, so let's start at the beginning.
Okay.
So what is the first thing that you need to do, or you have to have?
Identify who you're inviting.
So a list.
Number 2, come up with invitations that you're going to mail them.
Right.
Mailing invitations, okay. Right? They have to RSVP, give them a couple different dates. So you're going to really want to do 2 or 3 or 4 of these events. So everybody on this year's top spenders, the top 50 or the top 100, calling it a top 50 party, but it's really a top 100. You're going to give them, let's say, the first weekend in January and the third weekend in January to come in on a Saturday afternoon.
Right. When
you're a little slower, you're going to pack the house with this free stuff. Then you're going to take your second top 50, which is really 100 from the previous 5 years, 2 years, 10 years, however you want to compile that data. And then you're going to say, come in the second or the fourth, and you give them a choice to RSVP. Have them come in on a Saturday when it's slow between 2 and 4. Be prepared. Your top spenders will spend more time with you than 2 to 4. Some of them are going to really hang out. And this is your chance then to sit down and dine with them, connect with them. You do your speech, and you make sure you honor the staff and introduce the staff. A lot of them already know who the staff is.
Right.
but you might have some new people on board, this and that. But anybody's working, just say hello, this and that, and and quickly.
Right.
So this top 50 event, everybody who's come to this top 50 event, they've always said they eat out at a lot of restaurants, and we're the only restaurant that ever does this. I'm like, really? They're like, yeah, you're the only restaurant that's ever done this. We've eaten at places for 10, 15 years. We've never been invited in.
Okay. So you have a list of your top 50 or top 100 spenders. You then decide on dates.
Yep.
And then you put out, so on those dates, you pick slower times or whatever works best for you.
Slower time.
And then you invite them, they RSVP, and they come in. So when they come in that day, what is the expectation?
So what I like to do is I like to give a speech, and I tell them, I come up with the best number I possibly can. So I say, out of 20,000 people who come into this restaurant every year, it's because of you that we're here still.
Right.
You are the ones that are the most consistent. You are the ones that are here the most. You are the ones that financially keep us going, and we're here to honor you today. Right. This is your day, and you're gonna have to pull some money out of your pocket for this event. You're gonna have to pull some money out of your pocket and say, okay, we're gonna have to spend a few $100 on food and make a wow factor. Now here's the angle you can do with this too. You can actually say to your guests, because this is your top 50 guests, your top 100 guests, they probably have friends that eat like they do, that probably have been to your restaurant or probably have heard about your restaurant but just haven't been. You can also extend a guest pass.
Right.
Bring a friend. So we give 2 tickets and we say bring 4 people to the top 50. And if they're
invite a friend,
invite friends, invite another couple with you. And honestly, if they say, can we bring 6 people? Why would I say no?
Of course, right.
Well, you're having more people coming into your place, experiencing your place. Then they're drinking wine, they're drinking whatever. What we found.
But then they also feel like, wow, why am I not on this list? I want to be on this list next year.
I'm missing out on this list. I'm missing out on this list. So now the speech we give, we make them feel important. We give them food.
Which they are important, because without them, we wouldn't be there, right? So
now we found that wine spending, alcohol spending that day is through the roof.
It is. It's
through the roof.
You're actually making money by selling alcohol. Yeah.
So you have to figure this out as a very high-end free cocktail party. Is how you're not giving them a full 3-5 course meal. You're putting up small bites. You're putting up interesting things, like we're gonna do our flatbread pizzas
before, or whatever time you're slower. So it's not during eating hours. Right. So they're coming and they're just relaxing. They're having an afternoon with you. They feel super special. They feel important. And you're whining and dining them so that they want to come back to you and they want to spend their money with you, not somewhere else.
So it's super important to understand the lifetime value of your guests. You can figure that out by going into your loyalty program, into your POS, figuring out how many times somebody comes in and averaging it out over 5 years. We know that our customers, our guests, spent $6,900, $6,800 with this in 5 years. Mm-hmm. So if I can take all those top people and keep honoring them, keep nurturing them, and again, this should be a line item in advertising. Mm-hmm. This is an advertisement. If you're going to spend $500 on food for this party, for these parties, or $1,000, this goes towards an ad spend. This doesn't go towards
advertising.
This doesn't go towards your food cost.
Right.
This is an advertisement. This is nurturing your guests. This is doing the right thing with your guests. Now, I always talk about the 3 different lanes of guests, potential guests for your restaurant. And there's a slow lane, there's a fast lane, and there's people that are, the fast lane are people that are just buzzing by your restaurant that have no idea who you are. Then the slower lane is they've heard of you, they'll see your restaurant, they might
come in every once in a while.
And when somebody's on the sidewalk people are the people that are walking into your door. You open the door and they walk in. These people here, sidewalk people need very little ad spend, right? Because they already know you. They're walking in and out of your door already. The people that are buzzing by, you need a really great offer for them. You need an ad that stands out. You need something that stands out, something that really stands out to make it like, wow, wow, wow. Now, these top 50 people, they built your sidewalk.
Mhm.
They built
They
your
are
side.
the stone on your sidewalk. They are the
Right.
cement.
They are the top, the creme de creme
Right.
of what you
Want in a
want.
guest.
Now, for us, if we lose one of those, we lose $6,800 over the course of 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane. And some of our best guests spend well over $10,000 a year here, easily. So when you put it in terms like that, why wouldn't you throw them a party? Why wouldn't you spend $500 on food and bring them in? But it's a wash with the alcohol, because if you can sell good alcohol, you can do other things. You can actually then
Right.
now we get to sell
But
them.
you're not marketing to them that day.
No.
You are marketing a thank you, but you're not marketing to them. So you're not out there trying to sell to them. You're there to have them enjoy themselves, right? So it's not like a push, like spend this, right?
Yes.
Like it's not really like that.
No, it's
You're going to make money on the back end because you're going to sell alcohol.
Simple as that.
Perfect.
All right, so that was
that is what you think is our
best
Awesome.
marketing event, best thing ever, best way we can spend our money on an ad is that right there.
Awesome.
So I do want to talk about 99 bottles of wine on a future episode.
Awesome.
I think 99 bottles of wine is just so powerful, a powerful event, big money making event for us, and I want to talk about that.
Absolutely. Perfect.
All right, excellent. Everybody, thanks for tuning in.
Thank you. Jamie Marcus here.
Restaurant Growth Secrets University.com for more great tips on how to run an amazing restaurant.